All right. Claims I'm live. We'll see how that goes. We have something pretty special here, I guess, from Moosehead, of all people. If you've been following my channel or any other sort of like maritime beer reviewer, you'll probably know that Moosehead has been doing their small batch series as of late. And I guess this is one of the ones I might have missed. Like the regular version of this is one of the ones I might have missed down the line because I was doing a little look at see on the internet to see what this was about. And apparently there's a regular version of this beer. So it must be one that I missed somewhere a while back. But so they had this one called the Sugar Bush Black Lager in their small batch series. This is the Imperial Sugar Bush. Right there. And so their regular one, I believe it's at 5.5%. This is the Imperial, 9.5% alcohol by volume. So it's a black lager in style. And the thing that makes this the Sugar Bush, I guess, is that maple syrup is used in it. So it's both a black lager and a maple syrup, maple beer, basically, as well. So limited edition, got it at the NSLC. Can't remember what I paid for it, but yeah, 9.5%, 30 IBUs, and every brew has a story, fiercely independent, all that jazz. As we do with Moosehead. So let's give this a shot. So maple beers notoriously go bad very quickly. But I mean, I'm getting this like fresh, like this is just brand new. But at the same time, at 9.5%, you kind of hope it's gonna hold up a little better, maybe. If this was to be, like an aged beer, but even then, I probably wouldn't like try pushing aging it at all. But something that could probably sit at your house over the winter months at the very least and be fine when you open it, and as opposed to like just your regular maple beers, which some of them I've seen just go within like a span of a few weeks. Some of them just they go bad that quick. But yeah, let's take a look at it here. In the camera there, she's pretty dark through. I get like this, the slightest like reddish brown hint of light going through, but she's pretty solid black, pretty much. The head is a nice tan color, mocha. I'd probably put it on that scale, the mocha. So let's go to the aroma here. Oh wow. Big, heavy cocoa kind of smell here. Like cocoa backed up by a little bit of like almost green coffee. And you just get a bit of that maple sweetness in the background, just accents it. And I see Lady Lee is in the chat here, said so intense you had to switch hands. Yeah, I might have to, I might have to pull a fucking weak sauce Donald Trump bullshit and like drink with both hands, like that. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens, man. This smells really good. Really, really good. All right, we're going into the taste. Cheers. Woo! It's got some character to it. Pretty malty. Maybe a tad. No, I shouldn't say that. I was about to say a tad thinner than I would have expected, but This is an Imperial black lager. This is not like an Imperial stout or a Imperial porter or a barley wine or anything like that. I shouldn't expect it to be like chewy, thick. This is pretty upper light mouthfeel, approaching, like lower medium kind of thing. Really intense flavor. That sort of cocoa flavor, cocoa nibs kind of thing, really coming out. A little bit of chocolate, a lot of coffee roast in the background coming up, and that maple syrup is just sort of dancing all around it. Like it's just kind of, it's all encased in a little bubble of maple syrup, basically, kind of thing. And the maple's not too intense. That's a good thing. I was a little with, especially with the name Sugar Bush. I was expecting, okay, this might be a little too sweet, a little too cloying. Not at all. The maple syrup is just sweet enough, balances really well with the sort of malt character going on here. Excuse me. And the alcohol, 9.5%, not getting it. Not really detecting it at all. Very well hidden. So it makes it a really dangerous beer here. Good roast. This is going to be a weird one to grade. Big lingering roast in the background. It's got that roast and that maple syrup flavor also really lingers with that in the background. The sort of like the chocolate and the cocoa nib sort of goes away, and you just get that lingering taste. Not bad at all. But like I said, this is going to be a little hard to grade. I've never had an Imperial black lager before, as far as I can remember, but I guess I should just sort of vaguely grade this within sort of like the black lager scale, I guess. I know what a black lager is supposed to taste like, so it stands to reason that I should know what an Imperial black lager should taste like. It should just be, a bigger black lager. And that's definitely what we got here. At the same time, I'm kind of wondering, do I grade this as like a flavored beer or whatever? Because technically it is. But it says black lager, Imperial black lager on here. So we'll go with that. And style wise, if it didn't have the maple syrup in it, and I'm not shitting on the maple syrup, but style wise, to be a bit more pure, I'd much prefer actually just an Imperial black lager and see what that's like, without the added maple syrup stuff going on here. And so for style, I'm going to give it about an 8.5 out of 10. I am sort of imagining in my mind what this would taste like without the maple syrup, and that actually kind of intrigues me a bit more. I'd actually probably be more into that because this is sort of a one and done kind of bottle. Like 2 bottles of just straight Imperial black lager. I could probably do it even at 9.5%. I'd be interested in doing that. That'd be a good night right there. But 2 bottles of this, I don't know if I'd necessarily go that hard, because as much as the maple syrup is not cloying, it's still super intense. Like it's pretty rich, and I don't know if I'd want to do 2 of these in a night. So style wise, I'm gonna just hold back and give it like sort of a safe 8.5 out of 10. My own personal preference, this is really good. Like I said, wouldn't do 2 of them in a night, but I'd definitely do 1. 8. And I mean, 8.5 and 8, that's nothing to shake a stick at. I think those are pretty good grades for this. This is pretty fantastic. And if you see it, I don't know where all it is. I don't know if their small batch stuff makes it anywhere really, maybe past Ontario, if it even shows up in Ontario. I think some of it does. I'm pretty sure some of it has, but I don't necessarily recall if it goes further out west. Um, but especially in the Maritimes, if you see this stuff, definitely pick it up. It's a good one for the increasingly colder months that we're getting into. Have this in your house in front of a fire. That's perfect. This is like a good dessert beer, good aperitif kind of thing, and just a good thing to sip on. It could also just be called a winter warmer, really, because it kind of fills that kind of niche a little bit. It's not on the spicy side or anything, but it's still like a substantive beer. Is substantive even a fucking word? I don't know. It's a beer that you sort of dote on a little bit and sit back and kind of drink. Even though, like I said, the alcohol is not really coming up, but it's still. And I'm blathering now. I'm fucking just. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. I gave my score. This is really good. You see it, pick it up. It's worth at least a try. And cheers. Thank you guys for watching. I am going to come back in. You know what? I'm probably going to come back in about 5 minutes with whiskey review, which going to be ill-advised considering I've already started this 9.5% beer. But I've gone a whole week without drinking anything. I've had a long, hard work week. I'm, unwinding a little bit. So fuck it. I'm going to do a whiskey review. I'm not going to have a shit ton of whiskey or anything. So I should be fine. It'll be fine. Lady Lisa's starting fires and drinking beer. Yeah. This would be a good bonfire beer. Exactly. It's still not too cold that you could be outside with a good sweater on, some friends, depending on your local burn laws, start a fire, nice big bonfire, drink this shit. You can do it. I believe in you. I think you can do it. Yeah, but we're going to end this. Thanks for people for watching live. Lady Lee, you're the best. And we are going to be back in a few minutes. Cheers.